So could you tell me what's going on here today?
We're doing a day of service for the Nonprofit Technology Conference, and we're doing an electronics recycling program.
So tell me a little bit about how this electronics recycling program works.
So we have several organizations that are here today collecting the electronics. Anything that is Pentium 4 or above, a computer that's Pentium 4 or above, is going to go to the WildTech organization that is out of the CCMP shelter here behind me, and it's a organization of homeless who are trained to refurbish computers and then redistribute them to low-income and needy families in DC. We also have Unicor here, which does electronics recycling safely and here in the US instead of shipping them to other countries. They're going to take anything that isn't reusable and recycle it inside the prison systems, giving people who are incarcerated job skills and things to do, and also some money.
What is the problem with sending used computers overseas to be destroyed and tossed away?
What happens when they go across to overseas is they are not safely disposed of in any way. They just end up in the landfills, and then people, especially women and children, will go and they'll break open the pieces of the electronics to try and get the traces of gold or copper out of them to resell. And when they do that, they expose themselves to a lot of chemicals. They release the toxins into the air, and then it just gets spread all over the place and makes a huge mess.
So how do we avoid that?
First of all, you want to make sure that there's lots of need for computers. There's lots of organizations that do refurbishment and will send computers to low-income families. So if you have a computer that's still usable, you should donate it. Other than that, you want to make sure that you are recycling it properly. Make sure that when you recycle a computer or electronics, that you know where you are doing your research and paying attention to where the stuff is going.
And where are these computers going?
These computers are all going to go to Unicor, which does their recycling here in the United States inside the prison system.
So it's staying within America.
It is, yes. All this stuff is going to be here. All of the refurbishable computers will stay inside the District of Columbia.
Okay. And what the computers you can find use for? You said Pentium 4s and higher. What's going to happen to those?
Those will be refurbished right here in the shelter by the homeless community, and then they will be distributed to low-income and needy families as well as the homeless here in the District of Columbia.
Why is a computer important for a low-income family? You mentioned bridging the digital divide,
yes.
But pretend I'm an idiot.
Okay.
What is the reason why low-income families need a computer?
Well, the whole world is online. All the paperwork that you need to fill out, all your taxes, any stuff with DHS, all of that stuff is online, and low-income families need to be online just as much as anybody else does to apply for jobs, to make sure that they have their paperwork filled out, all of that sort of stuff, as well as just being aware of what's going on in the world around them.
Well, one of the people I talked to earlier was a guy named Eric, and what he was saying is basically people will sometimes lose a job offer if the number they leave on the resume is a homeless shelter number. Yeah. So an online number is something that would help.
Right, an online number, even an online email address that they can check regularly, just having the ability to have the online communication that's so prevalent and important.
So you don't look homeless by having a separate number, separate email address.
Yep.
You don't look homeless, and so then you have a better chance. Wow.
And it helps break the cycle of homelessness. And also getting a chance to practice typing and practice being on Internet Explorer and learning WordPerfect and all of that sort of stuff gives people an edge so that they can break the cycle of homelessness and get jobs and employment.
That's cool. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.